Everybody, welcome in. We got some orders going out the door today. I think 7 total orders going out. So we're gonna pack them up together, hang out, answer some questions, talk a little bit about reselling. That's what we do over here. So welcome in, welcome in. If you guys are watching this on replay, make sure you say replay down in the chat below. Make sure you're liking the live wherever you're watching. I'd appreciate it. And yeah, if you guys have any questions, feel free to drop in the chat. Yesterday we didn't do shipping live because I was outsourcing basically all day yesterday. Didn't get back until like 7. So yeah, new YouTube video comes out today. I put that in the title over on Facebook and YouTube, 7 p.m. I worked on that last night too. I was up until like almost 1 o'clock editing that video because I didn't edit it all. Usually I edit throughout the week, but I didn't edit it all, so I did it all in one night. So that video is going to be good. Sourcing video. It's also going to show a little bit about how we source and sell directly on Whatnot. So like I show like some items we picked up at the thrift store, and I show what they sold for on Whatnot, and show like the difference between selling on eBay and selling on Whatnot. So I think you guys are going to really like that video and that portion of the video because I put in some clips of us actually selling the items, that we picked up from the thrift. So. All right, let's go ahead and get started. We got one Posh, one Depop, which is a miracle. I haven't had a Depop sale, I think, for like a week and a half to 2 weeks. And the rest are all eBay orders. Just a lot of like mids, breads and butters yesterday. Nothing like crazy sold. I actually didn't have any sales yesterday until like 9 p.m. at night. I had one Posh earlier, but when I'm talking about eBay, 9 p.m. yesterday. But I also noticed, what's up, Teach? I noticed that eBay updated the entire app yesterday. I think it was yesterday they did it. And now if you go on eBay, you look at the bottom, you'll see that there's a live button. Kayla's the hardest worker at K-Way Shop. That's what Teach told you. They updated the app, and at the bottom you'll see that there's a live button. So they're trying to promote live selling on eBay, which I think is pretty cool. I think they should have done this a while ago. I'm still waiting to hear back from my rep about our opportunity to sell on eBay Live, so you guys might see us shortly on there, but I got to go through the process of setting up my account and everything like that. So that should come pretty soon. I'm actually going to reach out to them again today and see what's going on with that. I think it's like a week that I have to wait, and then I can hop on. So you might see me on eBay Live, so it's pretty cool. Have that and the Whatnot weapon both together. So just got Nifty set up, Posh, eBay, Mercari, and Depop. Let's go. Let me know in the next couple days, puppy. Play around with it. See how you like it. Let me know if you have any questions about it. Because when you first start a cross-lister, it might be a little confusing, but once you get it started and up and running, it's so easy to do. I started putting 14 hours a day sourcing, cleaning, uploading, etc. Let's go. That's crazy. 14 hours a day? It's like morning till night. It's like you don't even have time to eat. Let's go. Yeah, yesterday was a huge sourcing day for us. Went sourcing all day. All right, first order going out the door. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to drop in the chat. That's what these lives are all about. First sale going out the door is a men's Twillery shirt. I don't pick up this brand too often anymore. This is an older listing. This one sold for a best offer of $20. Have you ever been restricted from Poshmark? I'm down for 15 days. No, but if you ever get restricted, 831, especially if you pull down a sold listing, you need to reach out to Posh support and let them know, like, hey, this item sold on another platform. That's why I pulled it down. And if that's the case, they usually unban you like almost instantly. So you just need to get a rep, and you just need to fill out a ticket. Saw you in a video with no hat. I almost didn't recognize you. You'll see one today too. When I put out the YouTube video today, I did some editing while I was on the couch. I was editing the video, and then I like hopped into the video, and I don't have a hat on there too. So yeah, I'm always rocking the hat. I started buying jeans in bulk, 250 to 400. Let's go. That's really good. Jeans, especially this time of year, bulk jeans, if you can get them cheap. I started doing that a little bit last year, and then I kind of stopped because the supplier that was supplying me just stopped out of the blue. I guess maybe they were selling to somebody else. And they were offering them more, but I was getting Levi's in bulk. I think I was paying like $6 a unit for Levi's delivered bulk. Worked out pretty good, but yeah, that supply dwindled. So I don't know if I'm going to get into that craziness. I like to sell stuff that I can also sell on Whatnot, and Levi's is not one of those brands that does well on Whatnot and eBay. So yeah, I stopped picking those up. Should I put these on the floor? I'll pick them up in a minute. Do you still pick up Spanx? In some cases, yes, some models, but not all Spanx. Not all Spanx are pick up, especially the skinny like leg Spanx. They don't move.
Or the leggings.
Or the leggings, yeah. Haven't seen your video since you canceled your vacation because as you owed the IRS. Cancel my vacation. I never canceled a vacation.
No,
You're talking.
it was like 2 years ago.
Yeah, you're talking about like 2 years ago. Yeah, we never canceled. We actually went on the vacation. But yeah, that was my first year of reselling, and the first year I figured out what the IRS wants after we're done. I know you can't give away many secrets, but what's the best place to source from home? Best place to source from home? Well, you can source store sales. If you know some stores that have some good items, usually those items will be online, but you have to know when those stores have their sale days online. So that's number one. You can also source on eBay and flip back to eBay. I've done that a couple times, or source on Posh and then flip back to eBay. I've done that a couple times this year. I used to do that a lot, but I kind of fell away from it. I'm starting to do it more. Like when I'm sitting on the couch at night, I'll just look up a couple items and see if there's any cheap. But yeah, there's two options right there. Do you ever pick up Levi's? Do you ever pick up Levi's if they have new tags? Yeah, Kayla's actually listed some new tag Levi's right now. If I can find them cheap at the thrift store, usually around $10, I pretty much pick up any men's Levi's for around $10 new tags. Did the IRS see you were making too much the first year? No, I just didn't realize how much I was going to owe after, because I didn't have the cushion of having a 9-to-5 job and already putting in money. And I also wasn't putting in money quarterly, so I didn't know. It was my first year, so I kind of had an idea. But then when that time came, and I was like, oh crap, that's how much I owe. So we had already planned a vacation, and we were about to cancel it because we were like, hey, we should just cancel it and take that money and put it, and then not have to worry about owing the IRS. But now we got a better grasp of it. So now basically every year I know how much I'm gonna owe. It's just that first year, kind of don't know. You kind of don't know until you know, right? What's up, Juliet? I finally caught you live. Let's go. I saw. Oh no, I already read that one. What's your best advice for the first year reseller with regard to taxes? My best advice would be, before you go into it, talk to a tax professional, because they'll be able to help you out a lot more than I'm gonna be able to help you out. They'll give you can give them like basic numbers of what you made. It doesn't have to be exact, and they'll be able to tell you. My pocket's stuck. They'll be able to tell you exactly how much they think you're gonna owe, so that way you can set that money aside. There it goes. My zipper pocket was stuck. I've got some really good deals on Shop Goodwill. Yeah, Shop Goodwill. I've heard some people shopping on Shop Goodwill and then flipping it back to eBay too. You can get really good deals there as well. Want to get a whatnot, but living rural. I don't have enough thrift to succeed. Think about pallets and bales. Pallets and bales are a great source. What I would say is, when you first get into pallets and bales chase, is buy small. Usually when you find a bale company or a pallet company, they're going to want you to buy a huge pallet, and just tell them, like, this is my first experience. I want to buy something small. Do you have anything small? Buy that small batch, even if you're paying more per unit, just to see the quality. Because if you buy big and it sucks, it's going to take you so long to recoup your money. And if you buy small, sell off that small amount. If it sucks, it's okay, because you didn't invest a ton into it. So that's my advice. You're going to get wide eyes. You're going to be like, oh gosh, this is the biggest opportunity. I need to buy as much as I can. Don't do it. Even when I buy right now, if I get somebody new that comes on, that message me like, hey, I got a bunch of stuff, I'll be like, cool, let me buy something small off you. And if it's good, I'm going to come back and buy so much off of you. And it saved me so much in the long run, because I've had some people that burned even me having social media follow. I'm like, hey, if you sell good to me, I'll sell to all my followers. I'll let you go on list it. You can sell to all my followers. And even then, they sell me some really crappy stuff. So I don't know waterfall offers. I've been looking at the stories. Basically what I think it is you set it to set an offer of 10%. Let's say you can set your parameters. So day 1, you send a 10% out offer. Day 3, you can send a 15% off offer. And then day 7, you can send a 20% off offer. So basically what it's doing is it's promoting the person like, hey, first time, if you get them at 10%, cool, you made the sale. Second time, 3 days later, you remind them, hey, here's another 15% off offer. Take it if you want it. And then 7 days later, you're like, hey, this is my last offer. Boom, 20%. That's the lowest I'll go. I think that's how waterfall offers work. I haven't had a chance to look into it because it was just released yesterday on Nifty, I believe. And I was outsourcing all day, so I plan to look into it. But that's yeah, I don't know too much about it. I'm not going to try to act like I know when I don't know. But from her stories, that's basically what I've assumed from the waterfall offers. How long did you wait for items to sell before you mark them down or donate? 1 year, 2 years, forever? Keep marking them down. So the way we liquidate is we will run sales in our store, And I usually run sales around holidays, so if I need to clear some stuff out, I'll run sales around holidays. But as you can see, Kayla condensed yesterday, and we basically have a full shelf to fill after selling a bunch of stuff. So we don't really need to do any sales because we would have to fill up this whole shelf before we needed more space. Usually by the time we get down to here, we condense again, and it goes all the way back up to here because that's how much we frequently sell. If I also need to liquidate too, I just run it on Whatnot. So if I needed to run and get rid of some stuff, I would grab my oldest listed inventory, which is right there. For you guys, it's right there. And I would grab those first couple bins and clear them out because that's all my oldest stuff. The great thing about not recycling numbers in your inventory system, you can if you want to, but I always know where my oldest listed inventory is because my number doesn't start at 1. Right now, my oldest number is like 2,000 something. It's like 2,721, I think, is my oldest listed piece of inventory. So I always know that final bin is my oldest stuff. So then I can just clearance it out if I know, like, hey, that stuff isn't selling. Let's just run on Whatnot for $1, give a bunch of people some good deals, like thrift store prices. I don't really care about that stuff anymore. Do you buy inventory on Whatnot? Yes, I actually bought some stuff yesterday. I caught a live yesterday. It was selling Ohio Thrifters. If you guys follow them, most of you probably do because they're one of the bigger channels. And they were running some Polo Ralph Lauren stuff. And they usually run like Nike and Adidas and stuff like that. But I saw them running Polo Ralph Lauren Olympic stuff. And I saw the first one sell super cheap. I was like, okay, I'm about to buy a bunch of these. So I think I bought like 4 Olympic pieces from them yesterday. I want to say it was like 3 or 4. While I was sitting charging the car, I was just swiping. I got like a polo for like $40, and that polo will sell all day during the Olympics for like over 100. So yeah, I do source a little bit over there. What's up, Leanne? Welcome in. All right, Depop order. I took a little bit of a lower offer than I wanted to on this, but Depop doesn't have any fees, so that's why I picked this up in a recent YouTube video. I think I paid $15 for this. I can't remember exactly what I paid. I think it was $15. This is a Peter Millar full zip with the Nebraska Cornhuskers hit on the front. I had this priced at $45, but somebody on Depop offered me $30. With Depop being no fees, I took that offer because I have like $1 fees on this item. So made like about a $15 profit, 14 to 15 on a $15 investment. I'll take that all day. I've got a couple pairs of shoes from them. Yeah, they sell really, really good stuff. Really good stuff. So you never have to worry about quality with them for sure. How does Depop make money having no fees? No, they charge fees to the buyer. They just don't charge them to the seller. So the buyer gets all the fees. And I think that's one of the biggest problems with Depop actually, is because like I bought something on Depop last week and it was supposed to be like $30, but after all of my fees as the buyer, it ended up being $48. After shipping, fees, all that stuff is like $48. So I think it's really bad because the buyer going in, that's why you don't get a lot of payments on your Depop items, because buyers go, oh, I'm going to pay $30 plus shipping, and they're thinking it's going to be like $35 to $37, and then after they go through the entire page and they see how much they're going to pay, it's almost $50 on a $30 purchase. They're like, no, I'm not buying this, and that's why you don't get a sale on your Depop. I think it's a horrible, horrible thing, and that's why they don't have automatic offers and automatic payment after offers, is because they would get a whole bunch of buyers complaining because they make it look like it's going to be $30 when you first buy it, and then after they set up all the fees and everything, you're like, man, that's not $30. Does Nifty automatically delist from other sites when something sells? Absolutely. Has auto delisting, and it's better than most of the other big ones because it auto delists without your computer running, without you needing it to tell, hey, this item sold. It runs in the background through the cloud consistently, so whenever something sells on eBay, it automatically gets pulled down from all the other platforms. It's a beautiful thing. I never have to worry about that. The only time you have to worry about it is if one of your platforms gets delinked from Nifty, but you get an email when that happens, so then you have to hop in really quick and link your platform back up. Got a couple of Ralph Lauren polos from them the other day. Nice. Yeah, they're good. They're good, and they come in the package too. So. What program is that? Nifty. I got a link in my bio if you want to sign up. You get a 7-day free trial and you get 15% off your first month. I'll also have videos on YouTube going over it. I plan to remake that video as soon as some new features come out. Once a couple new features come out, then I'm going to remake that video with all the new features again, but I have an older video on my YouTube channel. Do you get in trouble for the listing in Poshmark? What do you mean? Do you also sell on Facebook Marketplace? No. I don't, because Nifty doesn't cross-list there, so I don't take the time. Sorry, I'm late now. You can start packing. I love doing that to people. I do that to Flip the World every night. I go onto his Whatnot, and I say, like, he'll be like an hour and a half in, and I'll be like, Okay, I'm here. You can start now. And you'll be like, oh, Gateway's here. I guess we can all start. Sorry, which platform you use to delist? Nifty. Nifty. It's linked in my bio. Nifty. Nifty.ai on the web. But if you go through the link in my bio, there's a 7-day free trial, and you save 15% off your first month. I actually went that whole time. Almost got 100 people in here before I got a restriction. Let's go. Because I said link in my bio. They don't like when I say that. Do you have a video showing what program you use to run your inventory number stickers? If you go to my boxes versus bins video on YouTube, shop, if you just go to my channel, type in boxes versus bins. In that video, right in the center, I show how I use the Dymo 450 to create my inventory labels. If you don't want to create them yourself, there's Amazon listings for inventory labels. If you go through my link in my bio, go to the products we use on a daily basis section, I have Amazon number labels there, and I think they go up to the thousands. So if you didn't want to make them yourself, they're a little bit cheaper if you make them yourself. You can also just buy them right on Amazon. He said my Depop order being delivered today. Ralph Lauren, let's go. I source a little bit on Depop. If I can get a cheap enough item, I'll source on Depop and then flip it, and that's exactly what I did. Will you be catching Mr. Beast on Whatnot? Yes, I will watch his stream. I'm sure that'll break Whatnot. I don't even know if Whatnot's gonna be able to support. If he links if Mr. Beast links his Whatnot to his YouTube channel, it's game over for Whatnot. There's no way their servers are gonna be able to hold all those people. They're just not gonna be able to do it. If you guys don't know, giveaway, $1 million giveaway on Whatnot. So I think it's $1 million, right? Something like that. And there ain't no way the servers already can't handle Black Friday, and there's nobody special on Whatnot on Black Friday. So I just don't see how they're going to handle it with Mr. Beast unless they're planning. They planned it out very well, but yeah, I just don't trust it. Use bulk listing tool on Nifty. Yeah, so what I do is Kayla is right now, she's doing some listings. As you can see, that was perfect timing, by the way.
Who put this bin right here?
I did. She's listing some items right now, and what she does is she takes photos of like 5 items, and then she loads it into the Nifty AI tool to create the listings, and she'll do them all at the same time. And then I go in at the end of the day, I add the prices, and I make sure the listings are good. Always check over your Nifty listings. Don't assume that AI is going to have everything correct, because usually there's something wrong within the listing, but what it does is it speeds up the process for you. So you just go through really quick, make sure everything's good, and then put your price in, your items ready to list. But that's what we do. We don't like bulk list ourselves. Could you consider expanding to all the platforms that Nifty offers cross list to? I don't do what is the one? Etsy. I don't sell on Etsy. I don't think I have the inventory to sell on Etsy, so I don't think I'll ever expand to Etsy. If she ever did Facebook Marketplace, I don't think I would. And now if she did Whatnot, absolutely, I would. I'm already selling on Whatnot, so I'd just move all my inventory over. So items see more eyes. Yeah, I don't feel like my inventory, taking the time to cross list, go back and cross list all my inventory to Etsy, I just don't feel like that's the move. That's the smart move. Right now, I don't even think it's a smart move to have everything on Mercari, because I've had, what, 2 or 3 Mercari sales this entire year. So that's like 1 Mercari sale every 10 days. Depop is probably 1 sale every 5 days on average. Posh and eBay are daily sales. Like, it's way smarter to just have your items on Posh and eBay. If it wasn't already on Depop and Mercari, I wouldn't have it even on those 2 platforms. So sure, it makes your muscles look bigger. Thanks, Surf. I'm glad you're looking. I knew you would be looking. I know of everybody you'd be looking. All right, 7716. This is a men's Brooks Brothers shirt. I think I picked this up in a YouTube video. It's just a basic one, but anytime I can find these for really cheap, usually like around $3 at the thrift store, I'll grab them because they're easy $20 sales, and that's what this one sold for. Sold for 20 buckaroos. You know Whatnot? I'm new to this. Oh, you mean on Whatnot? Oh, you ordered some Ralph Lauren. Let's go. Most of you should probably be getting that Ralph Lauren from our last weekend show, the big Purple Label show. You guys should most likely most of you should be getting the orders today. Sometimes post office is a little bit late. Obviously with the winter storms, they're a little bit late, but we shipped all those out on Monday, so usually by Thursday, most people are getting those. Whoever got the leather shoes, make sure when you open your box, you smell the leather. The leather smells so good. We did get another shipment of the Purple Label too, so we will have another Purple Label shoe show, and we have leftover clothing from that first show. and not this Saturday, but the following Saturday. So if you missed that, oh wait, no, it'll be Sunday. Yeah, we're gonna move that show to Sunday because Saturday is Valentine's Day. I just don't feel like it's smart to do a show on Valentine's Day, so we're gonna move that show to Sunday. So not this Sunday, but the next Sunday, we're gonna do another Purple Label show. Same craziness, and we have more shoes this time, and I'm going to spread them out size-wise, so that way when we get some requests, I can accommodate your requests. I can get you the sizes you need. Also, we're getting more men's. Because we thought the ladies would do. We always get asked for ladies items on our Whatnot shows, and the men's always sells way better. Like the women's shoes retail for the same price, yet the men's shoes went for like $100 more on average. So I was like, I'll pick up more women's, but I think we're gonna focus on men's. Where'd you get that cool hat? I got it from you. I tried your melon hat on. I don't know how to adjust it, so I might have to sell the melon hat. It says a small to XL, so my head's an XL, I think. But I don't know how to adjust it. It's kind of confusing, so I got to figure it out after this. You can only list vintage clothing on Etsy. Yeah, so I don't have vintage in my store. I might have like 1 or 2 pieces. What's up, Carolyn? So that's why I just don't feel like that's my spot. How do you handle all the notifications? Like, I would go crazy with the amount of liked your item. So if you go in your settings on Posh, you can actually turn that off. I've turned all my settings except for sales off. Yeah. Hang on, chat. There you go. What's up, Turkey Goose? Strange request. I promise you not spam. 2XL head, probably. If anybody could send a postcard to someone, first graders on it, it would mean a lot. Okay, maybe somebody in the chat will. What's up, Trish? Welcome in. Trisha's here. Starting Nifty, do you have to go manually load the listings and you have on eBay already? So go watch my video on Nifty on YouTube. Just type in Nifty on YouTube. I also have a couple lives I've done where I've shown how Nifty works. But all you have to do is hit sync. Once you press sync on Nifty, it will download all your listings. The first time it does it, it takes like 10 minutes to download all of your listings. But from there, then you can list. She's actually supposedly coming out way to... You guys have seen a new update, but supposedly there's going to be a way in the future where you can just press one button, it cross-lists it across all. Kind of like how it does when you bulk list. But right now, she just updated it. So when you list on Nifty, if you finalize your listing, usually you have to wait for the whole cycle to go through before you can go to the next one. Now when you press list, it does it in the background for you. You can start listing on the next platform. So to cross list all of your inventory, let's say you have 500 listings. It used to take like, a couple hours to be able to do that. Now it's going to minimize that by like half because while it's listing, you're going to the next one, listing the next one, and it's just loading the other ones until they go live. So it makes it really, really fast. I noticed that the other day because I had some returns that I had come in, and then I was listing those onto all the platforms when I downloaded them into Nifty. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. They're actually listing, and I can go to the next one. It makes it so much faster. Do you have to pay for Nifty? Yes, Nifty is a subscription, but if you go through the link in my bio and you sign up, you get 15% off your first month. There's also a 7-day free trial, too, so you get to try it limitedly for 7 days. It will ask you to put in your credit card information. It's not going to charge you. It's just having your credit card information, so that way when you like it, you can just order. If you don't want to order, don't worry about it. They're not going to charge you. I'm famous. Yeah, you are famous. She got all the famous bands hitting her up. Trisha's got all the old school bands, the bands that are older than me. Next up, we got a Denim and Supply Ralph Lauren shirt. I think I sold this one like beginning of this year. It got returned due to fit, and it sold again full asking price. So this one sold for $24.99 plus shipping. $24.99 plus ship. Making sure I don't miss anybody. Guys, have any questions? What's that?
It asks for like additional info, and it'll read it. That's new.
What is that? Let me see.
Under each one.
Add any details about the item, brand, condition, additional info? Yeah, I haven't noticed that. I wonder if that's just for you, though.
No, that's when you're going to upload it.
Oh, you can add that? Oh. Kayla just showed me that there's a new thing, too, that if you wanted to add additional details into the listing before you put it live on Nifty, so the AI will be able to read it and add it to your listing. You can do that too into Nifty. So if you already have like a title that you want, you can kind of put the title in, and then Nifty will generate the listing with your title and maybe an extra couple keywords.
If there's a flaw or something, you can probably type it in
Oh
there.
yeah, the flaw. Yeah, that's smart. That's smart. I wish she would tell us about these things though. She never tells us. We have to like kind of figure it out on our own. But yeah, that's a new little feature.
I wasn't there yesterday.
Are you still promoting on eBay? Yeah, I'm promoting at 9%. So I wasn't there yesterday.
No, it wasn't
She
there
just
yesterday.
added it.
Just
Nice.
added it.
Yeah, I'm still promoting on eBay. I'm promoting at 9%. I'm thinking about dropping that though, especially if I start doing eBay lives. The cool thing about eBay lives is I think once I learn how to do it, I think what I can do is actually bring all of my listings into each one of my lives and sell during the live. So it's going to be much better for me to not promote and just promote during my lives, right? Just to use myself to promote my items instead of using eBay to promote it and paying them a fee. So I'm gonna play it by ear. I still haven't got access yet to live sell on eBay. I still have to go through the class to learn how to do it, but I'll probably turn off promotions when that happens. Ask Kayla if she knows who Cypress Hill is. You know who Cypress Hill is? She said no. She said no, Trisha, just like I did. How many orders going out on average? I think last month, the numbers, I think I shared it on the live. I think it was like 9 orders per day just on eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, Depop. If you count Whatnot, it goes up to like 40 orders per day. It's like, it explodes because on Whatnot, we do like 200 to 300 sales in one live. So if you just count eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, Depop, 9 orders. Last year was more like 12 to 15, but last year we were also listing a lot more this time of year. And I had a bigger store. I think I had 2,200 items last year, and now I only have 14 to 1,500 items on average. So you got filtered. You did get filtered. So yeah, I got to remember that in the back of my head. I'm like, why are my sales so much slower than last year? But I'm also I'm focused on other places like in Whatnot shows. I was going to do 1 show per week and grow the eBay back out, but things change, opportunities came up, and now I just focus on what opportunities I have at my door right now, and I can always adjust those as we go throughout the year. Rain Spooner shirt, men's Rain Spooner. It's another one that got sold, got returned, and then sold again. This one sold for $31.50. Good Lord. Had a doctor appointment 100 miles away yesterday, and I noticed a Goodwill a mile from there. I had to stop. Haven't been in the Goodwill in over a year. Can't walk much due to MS. But I forced myself. Men's shirt selection consisted of Sheen, George, Ben, Hogan, JCPenney, Mossimo, $12.99. I made it over to the hard goods, nothing but broken junk. I know I missed a lot of categories, but legs wouldn't work anymore. What a bust. Yeah, it happens. There's times I walk into a Goodwill too, and it's just a bunch of junk. Or, I mean, it could have been really good, but another reseller got there before you did, and they bought up all the good stuff, and you just got to wait for a restock. So also when you're first starting out too, you have to understand that most of the time there is good stuff there. You're just not familiar enough with the good brands and what to look for, and that all comes with experience and going consistently. Because when I first started, I would have days like that where I only bought like 1 or 2 items, and now it's pretty hard for me to walk into a thrift store and not at least find 5 items to resell, right? And there's a lot of times I pass on some items because they don't fit what I would normally pick up, but once you start learning those brands, you're going to be able to find more in a store like that. So it's safe to say that you've decided not to cut back on your inventory on eBay and you're considering doing lives on eBay. Yes, so I am considering, especially because right now, if you haven't noticed, they've been updating the app and they're really pushing live on eBay. So my thought process is if eBay is bigger than Whatnot, there's more customers every day on Whatnot, or on eBay than there are Whatnot, and they start pushing the lives. If I'm first in, then I have so much room to grow, right? And eBay's doing this, they're doing this service where they're slowly letting people in. So I see the opportunity to just get in early and slowly grow with the platform. Right now, if you look up golf, look up a golf brand, right? Look up Rowback men's golf polos. If you scroll for a little bit on the search, they're going to show you lives that are coming up. So that means people who are searching for regular listings are going to see lives and be able to bookmark them and be able to come to them. So if you start growing right now, there's opportunity to sell to way more customers than there are on Whatnot, but it's going to take some time. But yeah, I'm highly considering it. I definitely will do higher starts. My shows will look a little bit different on eBay than they will look on Whatnot. I probably won't do $10 starts ever on eBay. They'll probably be, if I sell a Polo Ralph Lauren polo, right, and my buy cost on that is, let's say it's $15, right? New at tag, $15, got it from a thrift store. I'd probably start that polo at $29 on eBay Live, and then explain, like, if you guys go to eBay right now and search for this polo, you're going to see it selling for 50 bucks. I'm selling it right now for 29 bucks. Go. That's how I'm going to push my shows. You also have the advantage, and I've been thinking a lot about this. You have the advantage of running an item and literally showing eBay sold comps and going, this item sells on eBay for this price. Look at it. And you can scroll on your phone. You'll have 2 phones set up. Scroll on your phone. Be like, look what this is selling for. I'm running this at blank price. This is under market. Go. And you're just showing people how much of a better deal they're getting on your live compared to shopping on eBay search. And I think that's a huge advantage, because right now on Whatnot, you're really not supposed to show other platforms, even though people do all the time. You're not really supposed to. With eBay, you have the entire search engine at your hand. You can literally show people what kind of deal they're getting right before they go. And if they don't believe it, then they can just go search on eBay. They come back, but the item's already gone. You're like, hey, you missed your opportunity. I've been doing this for 24 years. I know the good stuff. Got you. So you already know what you're looking for. There's so many good men's brands at Goodwill today. But they had pharmaceutical hits. Oh, like those company embroideries. Yeah, that's always a bust whenever they have those. Speaking of Ralph Lauren, men's Ralph Lauren shirt. It wouldn't be complete shipping day without at least one. This is the second Ralph Lauren piece that we got going out. This is a men's big pony polo. You can kind of see it hiding right through there. This one sold for full asking price, $34.99 plus ship. $34.99 plus ship. Are the fees on eBay Live the same? So I can't talk too much about fees because I signed a contract with the fees that I have. I'll say they're being very competitive. I'll just say that. They're being super competitive with all the other platforms. They know they can't charge more fees. They just can't. So the fees will depend on who you are, what kind of audience you can bring over. I think that's how they're working it. So yeah, that's all I can say, because I signed something that says I can't really talk about fees. If that makes sense. $6.43. That's what this one's shipping out with Shippo. And then we got one more order going out the door. Appreciate everybody who's watching the order pull videos too. I've been putting those out every day. Yesterday I got home so late that I couldn't film an intro. I just wanted to get that video out. So go check out that video. It's just right into the order pulls. I thought that video would do a little bit better actually. Because it kind of adds that mystery of like, what is this guy doing, to the people that have never seen those videos before. And I'll probably do more of those when I don't have time, like to film the intro and see how they do. Also, I'm still trying to figure out exactly how I want those videos to go. I'm sure it's going to take me like another month, and then the videos will look the same every single day. So I'm waiting for that one to pop off. I've had one do really good, but I don't want to repeat the same intro that I used in that video over and over again. Last one is a men's Rain Spooner shirt. Men's Rain Spooner shirt, $29.99. This one sold for full asking price, and we just listed it like 2 days ago. So quick sale. I know it's the middle of winter, but I'm selling. If you guys have been watching the order pull videos, you've been seeing a lot of Hawaiian shirts have been selling. I guess people are trying to get away from the cold. They're going on vacations right now. So that's a good sign, because once this whole cold goes away, then more Hawaiian shirts are going to sell. So start picking these up right now. $29.99 full price sale for a Rain Spooner is great. It's really, really good. I remember like 2 years ago I couldn't sell Rain Spooner really fast, and now basically when I list them, they're gone within a month, sometimes within 2 days. And that one is shipping out for 10 ounces. So on Shippo, it's going to cost me it's going to cost me $6.43 to ship out. $6.43. And that's it for today. If you guys have any last minute questions, feel free to drop them down in the chat below. If not, tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I have a new YouTube video coming out, so make sure you check that out when it comes out. I also have the last, I think, 5 weeks of YouTube videos that I've been consistently putting out, so make sure you go head over to YouTube, check those videos out, and then at 7 p.m. hop on over. I got a thrifting video. And like I said, within that thrifting video, I show like some items that I picked up at the thrift, and I show how they sold on Whatnot and what they sold for on Whatnot too. So you guys can see the power of building up a Whatnot and being able to sell them directly to your audience. It's really, really great. Obviously, it takes some time to do that. You're not going to be able to just hop on and do that. But if you put in the work, Whatnot is such a good weapon for resellers. Such a good weapon. Peace off the list, my rain spooner. Let's go. That's a smart decision. All right, chat. Appreciate you guys hanging out, and I'll probably be on live tomorrow.